Alright guys, welcome back to another review today. In today's video, I want to talk about the best arena champion in this game. And indeed, I have made a tier list of the top 10 arena champion for year 2023 in Racial Alliance. So this video is probably like a once a year thing because in the past, I did make a couple videos talking about the best arena champions. Look at this. This is a top 10 arena champion in Racial Alliance 2022 edition. And if we look back, we got top 10 arena champions in Racial Alliance in 2021. So it might be some interesting stuff because we can see the meta changing, right? Player adding more like OP champions to the game. If I take a look at the thumbnail of 2021 edition, I can see like Madam Cirrus, Hegemon, Arbiter type of stuff, and Necrit, right? And if I take a look at 2022 edition, which is this video on the top, so this was one of my old video, right? And that was the list I put in. I guess one is for arena offense, one is for arena defense. So Warlord and Duchess is pretty much on the top. Alright, it's pretty much on the top. So this video I have also made a completely different list. Since this year we're seeing a lot of new OP champions added to the game, so it's gonna be a fun video. Before going into the video, I have a sponsor for this video. Alright, so this video is sponsored by AppToy. You can search AppToy on Google and it will direct you to downloading this app on BlueStack. What this app can do is, if we take a look at this app, there are all those mobile games on this platform. You can play all these mobile games within AppToy. And the best thing about this app is, if we take a look at what it says here, up to 20% bonus in every purchase. Alright, so this is exactly what AppToy does. If we just take a look at all these mobile games on this platform, that's right, all these mobile games, if you want to spend money, it will save you directly 30%. It will give you 20% direct discount and 10% cash back. And moreover, if you play Infinite Magic Raid, I will have my personal promo code on the description below. You will get additionally 5% discount. Alright, so if you play these mobile games and want to spend a little bit of money, I think downloading AppToy is a great choice to save yourself a little bit of money. Alright, all these games, 30% direct discount, and on Infinite Magic Raid, you get 35% discount. If you want to give AppToy a try, I will have a download link in the description below. And if you're not sure how to use this app, I have a tutorial video on my channel a while back. Be sure to check that out. Alright, so welcome back. I have made this graph myself. So we're gonna talk about these champions, alright? This is just gonna be like a overall best. I don't want to split it to be like, oh, this is for top 10 offense, top 10 defense, or this is for live arena, classic arena. Maybe I will do a live arena version, but this is just overall. These champions are overall the best for like arena. All three different types of arena. These champions are just the best. We're gonna talk about them in this video. Alright, so first I want to talk about the champion that on the very right side, right? That is the actual free champion. 100 free champion, 100% free champion, Ultimate Death Knight. Alright. I put him as a honorable mention. What honorable mention means is this is a top 10 list. If this list is like top 11 arena champion in Racial Alliance, then he will be on that list, right? Ultimate Death Knight is extremely powerful in arena. People really should not underestimate the power of Ultimate Death Knight. He is such a great champion. I think he definitely deserves a 5 out of 5 in both arena offense and arena defense. And the best thing is this champion, like you can get this champion 100% free. And not long ago, Plarium actually got a promo code for the new players to get this champion, right? And the way you're gonna build him is also extremely simple. All you have to do is put 6 pieces of stone skin gear on him and make him as slow as possible. And that's it, right? So, and he just does the job. Extremely powerful champion. and more OP in live arena. Alright, like the usage rate of Ultimate Death Knight is much higher than Necrit in live arena, but classic arena is might be a little bit different. Alright, so you should never vote him. Alright, make sure to use him. He is super useful against single target damage dealer. Alright, the next one is gonna be our number 10 pick, which is my personal favorite champion in the entire game. That is Leoris. I think he is still right there on the very top. I think he is the best attack-based AoE damage dealer in the game. There are other types of damage dealer on my tier list, but in terms of a attack-based damage dealer, AoE damage dealer, he is the only one on the list. People might say I'm biased on this one. Maybe a little bit. I'm a little bit biased. I would say on the number 10 slots, maybe you can put Baron here. Baron is also super competitive, right? And also Georgette. But the best thing about him is he is not gonna get crowd control. That is super important, right? From this passive, and he has an unkillable built-in his skill kit. And his skill kit looks really cool, like weaken True Fear. But on the actual battle, this might be a bad thing if you're a top level arena player, because this could trigger polymorph, which is gonna sheep him, right? That's why like I'm not even using any champion on my faction guardian that gives him extra accuracy. So I really hope player nerfs can nerf polymorph in the future. It's too powerful at the moment, and it just makes champion with debuff really hard to use. Alright, so that's my number 10 pick. You can say it's biased, but that's my pick, right? Number 9 is gonna be a fairly new champion, and I've been talking about this champion for a while. A champion I don't have, Harima. Again, an extremely powerful champion. Since she is relatively a newer champion, I don't see many people have a like +4 version of her, but that will be a really cool showcase if I can make a video on a +4 Harima. That's gonna be an insane champion. She got a great multiplier. I think her multiplier is very close to Soulless, but her skill kit is ridiculous. Like a provoke that cannot be blocked or resisted, which means it can penetrate Stone Skin, right? And this passive, enemy ignore defense effect are decreased by 50%. That's insane. This is a bigger counter than a Ultimate Death Knight to a Rhodos. It just deletes Rhodos because Rhodos damage is purely from the ignore defense. Rhodos does not have a great multiplier. All his damage comes from ignore defense, right? So this is insane passive, right? And champion from Demon Spawn cannot inflict critical hit on this champion, and this champion cannot land weak hits on champion from Demon Spawn. So yeah, she is super powerful. I hope Plarium can do a 10x event on her, and I will just dump all my shards. That's basically what I'm gonna say about this champion. Super OP. Right, number 8, Warlord. Alright, our old arena king. But right now, he is still really good. But honestly, like if we take a look at the arena defense right now, I don't see many people using him. Number 1 is using him. Like if you just scroll down the list, you really just don't see that many people using him, to be honest. Alright. By the way, the reason that Piggy is not on this list is he is a good choice against a lot of average players. But once you get to Platinum Reset, these people are gonna take out the Piggy and put in more OP champion. Right? And in my opinion, Ultimate Death Knight is more OP than him. Alright, so yeah, if we scroll down the list, you're just not gonna see, like you're not gonna see so many Warlord. Maybe this is the second Warlord I've seen, right? Literally on the top 50 arena defense list. Also, one thing is Kaimar is also not on the list because same reason. Like these people are using Kaimar right now, but once it gets to the Platinum Reset, these people are gonna take out their Kaimar and use a more OP champion. Kaimar just doesn't really have a spot in the current meta. So, alright, Warlord number 8. Number 7 is Rhodos, Long Live the King, right? He's been OP ever since his release in Valentine's Day on 2020, and he is still OP. Currently, to be honest, Player released so many Rhodos counter, like Ultimate Death Knight, like Harima, like Georgette, right? He is still on the top. the single best single target damage dealer in the game right now. Because I think there are not really other single target damage dealer that has a extra turn mechanic. This is what's necessary to design a single target damage dealer, right? You just cannot a damage dealer to be like take out a enemy's target single champion and just sitting there for a turn. That just can't happen. So this extra turn is super important, super important. And yeah, I got a very strong Rotos on my account, and he just destroys everyone basically. Alright, but not Ultimate Death Knight and Harima. That might be an issue, but he is still on the very top. Number 6 is gonna be Necrit. Also, I believe I made a video like a couple months ago. This video is 2 months ago, right? Top Arena Champion usage 2023. If we take a look at thumbnail here, you can see like the usage of Necrit is the highest in Planet Arena. This is reset, right? Planet Arena reset data. It's higher than a Duchess, so everyone is using this champion. But to be honest with you guys, like in live arena, Ultimate Death Knight is used a lot more than Necrit. That's just how I feel. Alright. He is a really good champion. Really good champion. Like nowadays people don't really build him with a protection set. More and more people switch back to Stone Skin on this champion. He got very good base stats, and the ally he protects basically cannot get one shot. That's just how this champion works. He can protect one of your champion from being one shot. That's his usage. Alright, so let's move on to the list. Number 5 is gonna be Yumiko. A lot of people think Yumiko is similar to Warlord, right? But she is just better than Warlord in certain ways. Like Warlord can put an enemy skill to cooldown and has a chance to deplete a turn meter, and Yumiko can also do that, right? Pretty much similar stuff. And Yumiko actually has 5 turns cooldown on this skill. Warlord has 4 turns. But the good thing about Yumiko is right now we have like a lot of debuff going on, right? For example, like the Harima, the Terras. But once you go into the battle, she is gonna be on Perfect Veil, and if she's on Perfect Veil, she cannot be debuffed. That's a very good passive to have. And she has this A1 decrease turn meter and A2 deflect debuff. This is a really good. This hex is really good in arena. It can deflect a lot of annoying debuffs on your champion. Alright, so and she got a great base speed, 105. Currently, I just see people like if a player have Yumiko and have Warlord, most of players just go with Yumiko instead of Warlord. That's just how it is right now. Alright, the next one is gonna be Sifi. Still used to be the best arena champion. Probably a lot of people consider her as the best champion in the game. Look at this. As a Void Legendary, she got 5,000 reviews. You know how this Void Legendary got 5,000 reviews? That is because a lot of new players, they come into Raid Shadow Legends, they just buy a starter account that has Sifi, right? That is because she is the best champion in the game. A lot of people come into the game want to buy the best newbie starter account that they don't really have to spend money on. So just get a starter account that has the most OP champion in the game, which is Sifi. She is still really OP. Not much to talk about on her skill kit. There are 3 ways of building this champion in the current meta. You just go. The first way is simple, go with full speed. I've seen people building this Sifi with more than 440 speed, right? And second way is protection set. I think protection set works very well on Sifi, but it's really hard to get a very high speed on protection set because you can only get like 10 pieces every week, right? And the third way is building her with swift parry. You just got a chance to put an unkillable on her, right? So the number 3, let's see, the number 3 is gonna be Terras. Alright, number 3 and number 2 is gonna be Terras and Marichka. 2 new champions released a couple months ago, right? Super OP, really nothing to talk about. I've talked about them so many times. But if you ask me, should they be nerfed? Maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit. I think what players should do to the skill kit is nerf the link between them, which means like I think Marichka has a passive where if she's hit, Terrace is always gonna counterattack, right? I think that part probably deserves a nerf because every time Marichka got hit, Terrace counterattacks. That's a little bit too OP in my opinion. Alright, but in terms of individual skill kit, I think they're fine. Maybe Plarium can nerf a little bit about their their link in their skill kit. Alright, so the reason that I put Marichka ahead of Terrace is because I think Marichka is just more annoying. Overall, more annoying, right? Especially in Live Arena, since nowadays in Live Arena there's really no slot for a buff strip. Romantu is the buff strip on my account, right? There's no slot for Romantu in Live Arena, so this annoying passive is always gonna happen. It has a 3 turns cooldown, right? If she's killed, her entire team gets revived, right? Even the champion killed in the same turn still gonna get revived. It's so annoying, this passive. That's why I think, yeah, I would want Marichka a little bit more than the Terrace. But they're just, maybe they're equally good. Alright, maybe they're equally good. So, anyways, the number 1, I guess everybody's favorite, Duchess. Not much to talk about. Alright, not much to talk about. This is probably the best champion in the entire game right now. You can literally use her everywhere. Dungeons, clan boss, Hydra, arena. You can just use her everywhere. She is just the best champion in the game probably, right? Yeah, she's the best champion in the game. And once I get to maybe Live Arena Gold tier, like I'm always gonna pick Duchess first, right? I'm always gonna pick Duchess first, and everybody is using Duchess. Everybody's gonna use Duchess in Platinum Arena Reset because she is just the best champion. And I don't think Platinum should really nerf her because she's been like this for more than 3 years. Yeah, definitely shouldn't nerf her. But there's just no way to counter the champion currently, right? If she's built in a stone skin set with super high resistance, there's no way to counter her. And she is just super annoying. Maybe her counter is Harima, that's possible. Alright. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. What do you guys think of this list? Do you think I'm biased? Or did I make a mistake putting certain champion on this list? Yeah, maybe this honorable mention should belong to Piggy. Or maybe Ultimate Death Knight is okay. But the top 10 is gonna be like this. Alright, maybe the number 10 is gonna be another damage dealer like Georgette or Baron. But Leoris is my favorite. So let me know what you guys think. And I'll see you guys in a video soon. Bye.